Hey guys, just before I start this video, just want to say I do stream on Twitch, so please do check out the link here or click the link in the video description to take you to my channel. Hopefully you can interact with us, play some games with us, and maybe talk phones. Anyway, enjoy the video. Alright guys, so if you haven't seen my video on Snapchat, please do check that out. It's why Snapchat sucks on Android, and essentially it's just me talking about how the Snapchat API makes use of the Snapchat camera. And what we're doing today is talking about Instagram. So Instagram, I got a fair few requests to do actually a video on this. First of all, it's not limited to your screen resolution. It does actually use the camera sensor as well. But I did do my testing, so I've actually got a setup to my left. I have a setup of one video light, a box with some phones, and then some screws in a box. And what I had for my subjects were a Rode VideoMic Go, a tub of Gamma, and also I believe an Elgato Game Capture to try and capture the fine details so that I could zoom in after the fact and just see what difference it made. And I did have my camera in exactly the same place every time, which was wedged in a Sigma box, actually the box for this lens that you're seeing me through right now. And I actually kind of wedged it in there and didn't move it whatsoever. I kept the same setup. I recorded the setup with Callum's phone, the one I was trying to fix. Still can't get Wi-Fi working on that thing. But yeah, so I did keep it in the same spot. I had the same video light, and because I was using artificial light, nothing was changed. There was no natural light that was implemented because I actually shut the curtain off with a black wrap, so there was absolutely no way of being able to change the light. So everything was the same. The only variable was that I was using the Instagram app, kind of the little camera app inside that, and the stock camera app on my Samsung S7 Edge. It's not quite as good as the standard camera app because, as you can see, it does crop in and it limits you to a certain aspect ratio. It doesn't make use of the full sensor. And the camera that I was using, I actually had it on portrait mode, but I had it flipped because I had an upside down camera. So that's why it kind of looks a bit different, because I'm actually using the phone upside down so I don't press the home button. And as you can see, it's a lot more cropped in on the Instagram one. Here's the Instagram resolution, the same photo over here in the standard camera app with the standard camera app resolution. That's the one I can see in Windows, kind of the properties of it. And as you can see, that you get a much bigger and wider shot with the stock camera app. Now this is on the Samsung unit. I haven't tested this on any other operating system. I've only checked it on this, but as you can see, it's basically like night and day difference. You can obviously get a lot more out of your Instagram app. Now I'm not sure if it's a perfect scale, so when you actually crop in, you're getting the same resolution, and I will try and do some testing and show some images on the screen, but from what I can tell, it's different. It's a lot more different. You actually have to kind of move further back to get what you would in the shot in the Instagram camera app than you would with the standard camera app. And I've always said to use the stock camera app on any phone. I've always said it because it's the most optimized for that camera. And so this means you get different options. You know, you can change the camera so that it's either front facing or rear facing. You can change the settings, you can change the resolution, you can change the frame rate if you're shooting video, you can change shutter speed, ISO, you can't change the aperture, but you can change the white balance. All these things aren't manually in a lot of camera apps in the stock software that you cannot do in Instagram. And that's one of the main reasons that I say to use Instagram. Number two is that I know there are some of these limitations. So I wasn't using a fully wide sensor there. I was only using a certain part of it, and that's because of the crop. And this is something that a lot of apps do implement. And like Snapchat, you know, you've got Snapchat and it uses the video resolution of your monitor, or of your display in this case, instead of the actual sensor. And also with a lot of phones, you can just double tap the home button to get the camera, or there's usually a shortcut of some sort, which is a lot quicker to kind of in a moment where your kid is, you know, his first steps or whatever. You can just whip it out, double tap the camera button. By the time it's out your pocket, you can take the photo. Whereas with those other applications, it's kind of more difficult to get to the shortcuts and to configure the shortcuts unless you've got something like Cyanogen or Lineage. And so I would recommend using the stock camera app for most things. So that's about it for my testing. Hopefully you guys it was a shorter video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found out something new. I certainly did, because I didn't realize how much of a crop. I've never really used the Instagram camera app before. All I do is take photos in the stock camera or using my GH4 and transfer them over to my phone and then upload them via Instagram. So I never ever used the in-camera apps, especially with Snapchat. My girlfriend Katie always uses the camera. When she's on her iPhone, she'll go on Snapchat to take a photo, even if she's not going to be uploading it to Snapchat. Now, on iPhone, it does work a bit differently, but there are still limitations. So I'm really not sure why she uses that, because it's no more convenient. In fact, it's slightly less convenient. It's just something she does. Whereas I always use the stock camera app. Maybe it's because I'm a nerd, or maybe it's because I actually know what's happening when I take that photo in an app that isn't the stock one. I know that there can be some difficulties, like we see here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please do check out, like I said at the start of the video, my Twitch. I do live stream every morning here in the UK from 6 till 8, and I will be changing that in the next 2 weeks when I go to uni. I will kind of be moving it back a bit, and I'll also be live streaming when I get home as well. So hopefully that can all kind of work together. I'm trying to record a bunch of videos at once so I'm able to upload them in the change to uni, because I am in the next 2 weeks going to be making some big changes. So if I can have something to upload, then it won't leave you in the dark for so long. Anyway, my name has been Brian Thomas. This has been Failtech. Hopefully I've informed you with something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.